Alright, so the name of the game today is kind of a chit chat, get ready with me, life updates, just kind of letting you know what's going on and how things might be changing on my channel. Nothing scary, just, you know, life's changing, and that means shifting priorities and doing what needs to be done. So anyway, we'll get into all that, but right now I need to get ready. We're getting ready to get the boys' hair cut and pick up groceries. So I just kind of want to play, and I'm kind of feeling some purples today. And then I have this L'Oreal L'Oreal eyeliner signature in violet wool, and I really want to use this in some form or another. We're also going to do the Catrice foundation again today with different primers. So I already put on some Milani eyeshadow primer, so I'm really like wanting to keep it like these light purples. So let me find, I'm thinking I'm going to pack it all over the lid and then like blend it out into the crease and kind of see what happens there. Alright, so I'm going to be going in with the shade Selfie. I love how I just talked to myself this whole time trying to get things situated and started. Okay, so look how nice my fresh clean sheets look. Last night I took a couple hours when Josh got home, and he was a major help. He's my muscles. He's always my muscles. And got this entire bedroom deep cleaned. And the reason for that is I am actually going to be going back to work in a few weeks. I am going to be a preschool teacher. And I'm super excited about that. Like preschool, pre-K, kindergarten is really my jam. Like those, I just like that age. I always have. When I worked at my first job, which was a daycare, I worked with kids 6 weeks old to ages 5 in all the different rooms and capacities and stuff. And probably my favorites are the 4 and 5s and the like middle nursery, like when they first start to toddle, first start to walk. That's really fun. And it is totally different working in a daycare with that age when they get to go home every night with someone else versus, you know, taking care of that age yourself 24/7. It's a different experience. You get to have a little more fun and enjoyment because you're not as stressed with the 24/7 responsibility of the little ones. So it's more enjoyable when you know that someone has to come pick them up by 5. But no, I really did like it, and I really like this preschool age. When I worked my second job, it was with 3 and 5 year olds for our Board of Disabilities where I live. So I enjoyed that job as well. And then I went and worked as an ISS teacher and then a long-term sub for 4th grade science. Loved 4th grade science. However, I think my experience with that might have been skewed because my kids were just awesome. Like really. I had 4 classes and I liked all of them. There was, you know, there's always your little kerfuffles with kids and attitudes, but honestly, that was a great group of kids. Like I couldn't have had a better experience teaching older kids for the first time like that I did with that group of kids that I had. So then I left and went to another job where I worked in kindergarten as the paraprofessional. Loved it. I love kindergarten. It was great. If I ever go back into the school system, I would love to work kindergarten. So yeah, but now I'm going to be a preschool teacher. I'm super excited. The best part is my son, well actually both of them, will be able to go to the same building as me. My littlest, his teacher is someone that I worked with for 8 years prior at a different job. So that's definitely a blessing. I was so happy when I found out that she would be my little one's teacher because he's my baby and I worry about him. You know, he's definitely more attached to me than Steven in some aspects. So yeah, I was a little worried about him separating from me, but I know that she'll do a fantastic job with him. Like I have no doubts. So that was such an answer to prayer that I get to take both of them with me. Now I get to be a preschool teacher. And I'm so excited. Like literally the past couple nights I didn't sleep because I was just like, my brain was on overdrive thinking about everything that I needed to do, getting my lessons plans ready, because that's like a really big stigma or incorrect perception. Do I have pizza in my teeth? Yep. Yes, I had pizza for breakfast. Sorry if you didn't listen to anything I said because you were stuck staring at my teeth. I totally understand. So, one of the big misconceptions is that with like preschool, that they're just playing. And there's actually nothing wrong with play. Play is a very important part of children learning, especially at the 3, 4, and 5 age. But we actually do have to follow state standards. We go by early learning development standards. And while all of it isn't so much academics, we have more content that revolves around social and emotional skills, physical activity, and things like that. There are standards that you have to follow and implement into your lesson plans. So it isn't just like throw them some blocks and walk off. Like it's actually very thought out, methodical. You have to prep prior, you know, you have to have purpose to what you're doing. Even in play. Play has purpose for children that age in teaching social emotional skills. They can be using that as math, as literacy, as extensions to other things that you've taught. So the point is, it's more in depth than what a lot of people think. At least where I'm working, because we're following state standards. But that, I like that. That's fine with me because that gives me things to think about and what I want to do in my classroom. So anyway, I have started planning. Excited about that. So that's okay. So that's what the tangent I was on. I was cleaning because I had to start my job in like a week, and so I need this house functioning and clean in order for me to be able to focus on the next thing that I need to do, which is getting everything ready for work. So last night, cleaned my closet. That was awesome. I gotta turn that fan. Don't know if I like that as much as I thought I was going to. It's not. Maybe I thought it was going to be more pigmented. I don't know. I don't know. We're definitely oh, see, that's the other bad thing too about gels. They just like dull down so fast. But anyway, cleaned this whole room so I can get focused. And feel really good about that. Got my closet cleaned out. So today I hope to work on my bathroom. That needs organized. And then my kitchen is actually pretty well organized. And I realize my whole house doesn't have to be in tip-top shape to go to work. Like, you know, people work and still live. But for me, it's just to start with like a clean slate in my home is going to allow me to better focus at work, knowing that when I go home, it's not a complete and utter chaotic disaster. It just needs minimal pickup, minimal cleaning, you know, until the weekend when you can deep clean or the evening or whatever. Like, it's just going to allow me to function better at home, which will then also allow me to function better for work. Because also, you know, I have a week before I start, so I'm going to be doing a lot of lesson planning and prepping here. And so having the house straightened up is going to allow me to focus on that. Because if I'm sitting here and I just see all the messes around me, it's going to make me lose track. You know, my brain's going to be like, oh, well, you need to be doing this, but look at this mess over here. Like, it's just going to help my mind do what it needs to do to prepare. So, oh, we're almost out. Oh, look at that. I need a new brow pencil. My ash brown retractable brow pencil's almost gone. Oh no. So anyway, today I'm going to work on the bathroom. Like I said, kitchen's pretty much cleaned. Well, it's organized, but it needs cleaned. I just started a load of dishes before we leave. Living room, honestly, just needs like cleaned. It's pretty much organized and picked up as it is. The boys' room is pretty much picked up as it is. So really, my next goal is bathroom and laundry, and we'll be looking pretty good. So I'll probably be doing a haul sometime this week because I did have to order clothes for the boys. I ordered me some new shirts. Seeing as how I am going to be in preschool, I still want to look nice, but I also want clothes that are functional. And as someone who is plus size, I wanted to make sure that, you know, all my situations are good. Because, you know, I want to look professional but also functional. Because I'm going to be on the floor playing. I'm going to be in paint. I'm going to be in Play-Doh. You know, it's not going to be just sitting at a desk all day. It's going to be active play. So, definitely be doing a haul of all that. Also, the boys will be in soccer this year. Excited, nervous. I'm not nervous about them playing. I'm more nervous about like just getting them there and getting them ready. But that's gonna be fun. So I'll definitely attempt to vlog that. Like with soccer having, you know, other kids and other parents, obviously I want to be respectful of their children and not film them, you know. So we'll see what I can do as far as getting some footage of that. Also, I definitely want to film the process of getting my classroom ready and organized. I think that would be fun, because I don't think preschool is really a environment that, you know, you see a lot. So I think that that would be fun to vlog that experience. Sorry, I'm thinking. Hold on. Let me get my foundation and my primers. So real quick on the makeup front, for primers, on this side, I'm going to try the Revolution Glass Liquid Skin Illuminating Skin Primer. And on this side, I'm going to try the L'Oreal True Match Lumi Glotion. So more of like an oily, liquidy based and a lotion based under the Catrice True Skin. So yeah, I think filming me getting my classroom ready will be fun. Now I do have an aide though, so I need to make sure that if I film her, it's okay. So I'll need to talk to her too. But yeah, so starting a new job. So basically the reason I'm saying that is because that will obviously mean shifts for my channel. I'm not going to be having nap time every day here at home or every other day. I usually try to film twice a week. You know, I'm not going to have that now to be home and film. So I just don't know what that's going to look like, especially in the beginning, just getting adjusted to a new schedule, a new job, not only for me, but for the boys as well. You know, there may be a lapse in content for a little while. And if there is, I'll try to let you know on Instagram and on my shorts. Like I said, right now, I just don't know. I'm kind of pre-filming right now some things to hopefully get me through until, you know, I can figure out what's going to work best. You know, obviously I can vlog and stuff, but as far as sitting down with makeup, I don't know how that's going to work. I just don't know yet. I just don't know. So anyway, let's take a look. Here's the Liquid Glass Skin. That's a little more tacky than the Glotion. And the Glotion is in 901 Pearl. No, 901 Fair Glow. They do have different shades of this, by the way. Okay, so let's go ahead and take our Catrice. And our Catrice. I cleaned this whole desk yesterday. Oh, it looks so clean and smooth and streamlined. I love it. Makes me so happy. Oop. Cleaned out my closet so I can actually see what clothing I have. Like I said, I ordered some clothing. I got a couple shirts off of Maurice's. My vibe, my aesthetic, whatever you want to call it, was basically semi-dressy t-shirty options. Like, not graphic tees, but like basically anything that was long and high neckline. Like I'm a high neckline was my jam. That's basically what I was trying to go for. Like I said, I'm tall. I'm tall. And so when I bend over to, you know, take care of little kids, there's stuff in their faces. And I want to make sure that everything's nice and covered. Because, you know, when you're teaching school, like school-age children, you're not bending over in their faces, helping them with the potty and stuff like that. So you can get away with more, I would say, more professional teacher attire. You know, that has different necklines and stuff. But for me, I just don't want to have to worry about that. And so, okay, on the classroom front, I've been thinking like how I want to decorate it to start off, and I think I want to do bumblebees. I don't know, I think that's super cute. Like, welcome to our hive. It's going to be an unbelievable year. I can't believe I get to have you in my classroom. You know, that kind of fun pun stuff. Let me put a little bit on my nose. So I was looking at decorations on Amazon, but I haven't ordered anything yet because I only seen my classroom one time so far, and I kind of want to go in and look again and get a feel for it before I start ordering anything. Okay, so here's this side with the Liquid Glass Skin. Looking fine. So let's go ahead and try this side. So far, too, we've only used one pump. I may need like a half a pump to finish this off. We'll see. I've been going crazy on Pinterest, just like activities and decorations and routines, because really that's going to be the key factor, is when, you know, we first start setting them up for success by having routines in place. And then as the year goes on, obviously they will not need the constant reminders of how to act, what to do, and all that. So really that is kind of the key focus in the very beginning, is to get them used to routines so that they can be more self-functioning and know how to act in whatever setting we may be in. So really that first probably week and a half, 2 weeks, depending on, you know, their ages and abilities, is going to be solely focused on getting them into a routine, you know. Ooh, it's not looking good on this side with the glotion. Even though I went in with both of those, it's still looking kind of dry on either side. I don't know. I'm honestly not seeing that much of a difference compared to when I went in. Oh, just the primer smoothing balm from Her Candy. It's looking a little dry. Let me spritz and dab. So, routines, and then we can start having fun once they understand the routines. I wonder if, at my previous job that was at a daycare, I was able to have a pet betta fish. I'm wondering if I can do that again, because I love that. I love having a pet, having the class name it, like vote on naming, because number one, it's like environmental print and mathematics and all that bunch of standards, okay? But having like a chart, having them vote, having class jobs where someone gets to feed the pet, like it creates a sense of environment and accountability, you know, in the classroom. I love it. It's one of my favorite things. So I'm hoping to do that eventually. All right, today I'm gonna just try the L'Oreal Infallible Full Wear More Than Concealer. This is in 320 porcelain. But as far as the boys are concerned, I don't really think Weston quite gets it yet. Steven does. He's excited. And so on that note, we have been working hard on potty training this week. He even had to go down to my mom's a couple days for me to go get stuff done and ready for work. And I took the potty seat and the steps, and by golly, he was on it. And he's gotten now to where I set my timer to remind myself, but I kind of wait a few minutes to see, you know, if he's going to say anything. And he'll be like, Mommy, I need to go potty. So about every half hour, he's been on the ball in there and going potty without me really having to prompt him a whole lot. Now today will be another good kind of trial run, because we're going to be going into town to get his hair cut and to pick up groceries. So we'll see, you know, how he does going to the potty in public, or, you know, public restrooms, and if he's able to hold it, if he goes number 2, because we haven't quite gotten a handle on going number 2 in the potty. But we're definitely making progress. I mean, as far as peeing, like the other day, he stayed in the same underwear all day, 2 days in a row. So I was like, dang, go Bubba, go. Okay, this eye is having a really hard time because my eye won't quit watering. That inner corner looks awful. Okay, so I am actually going to use my Becca under eye brightening setting powder. I just actually used this in a video where I had Instagram pick my makeup, and I was like, man, why haven't I been using that more? That's pretty good. So I want to try it again today. This is my to-go makeup bag. So whenever I do start working, I can take the boys to school and then throw on my makeup real quick when I get there, because I just can't do it prior. I'll sweat it all off by the time I get them ready, get me ready, get us all in the car. It's a flood of makeup. It's no bueno. Where is my powder brush, guys? That actually made the foundation look a little smoother, but I'm still afraid it's going to be too dry. I just don't know. I don't know. Okay, so let's go ahead and move on. Let's finish up the lower lash line. I'm going to pop this gel liner into the waterline. Then I'm going to take some of that lightest shade Selfie and just run that along the lower lash line. All right, done with eyeshadow. And again, that was the Fade Into You palette from ColourPop. from ColourPop. I just wanted to play with some color today because, like I said, I'll be going more au naturel for work. So let me dig. I'm going to find some blush, bronzer, and highlight we haven't played with in a little bit. For bronzer, this is a tried and true, my pressed powder bronzer from ColourPop in Coconut Beach. I just haven't used it in a long time because I've been really obsessed with my Believe Beauty, which is in my to-go bag. And this is a little bit cooler tone, which is kind of what I want to keep with this purple. And then with the blush and highlight, I think that a cooler tone bronzer is going to look the best. So going in with my e.l.f. pointed blush brush, or pointed powder brush. So back on the boys, they're super excited. They actually got to pick out their backpacks, and Steven they had these ones picked on Amazon. Steven wanted outer space, and Weston had like construction trucks, but like kids, you know, cartoony type. Well, I was on Walmart's website ordering some clothes, and he seen Red Titan over my shoulder, and he goes, I want Red Titan. I said, do you want that for school? He goes, yeah. I said, okay. And he goes, oh, thank you, mommy. Oh, you're the best, mommy, and all this. So anyway, he got Red Titan. Well, then Weston ended up seeing Baby Shark, and he came behind me. I said, do you want Baby Shark? He goes, yeah. So we switched, and we got Red Titan and Baby Shark. For blush, I'm going in with my CoverGirl Instant Cheekbones in Purely Plum. So we end up changing the backpacks. Got them some clothes. I'm going to stay over in these two colors. Got me some clothes. Anyway, I think it's going to be a good situation and transition to get me back into the workplace, but be able to have my kids with me and to get some experience under my belt in case I want to, you know, get into the school system when the boys are in school, that age. It won't be such a large gap between my work experience. I'll have something on my resume to show that, you know, I have been working. Kind of, because that was my concern was with going back to work right now. I was kind of looking around, but I was like, man, I've been out of the game for a while. You know, on my resume, I haven't worked in 4 years. And I was afraid that that would be like a ding on me for looking for a job. Okay, for highlight, I actually used this in a video where I created this look by Estefania from Instagram, but I kind of want a little bit of that purple highlight, so I'm going to do the same thing I did in that video. I'm going to take mostly the Milani Afterglow highlight with a little bit of this nikkitutorials Space Baby, just to get a little bit of that purple in there. So it's going to be heavy on the Milani, and then tap tap of Space Baby, and then tap off the excess. Yeah. Swipe, swipe, tap, tap, dust off. Whoop, Space Baby. I'm kind of going back in with just a little bit of Space Baby and putting right on the upper part, and then I'm going to take this brush and kind of buff it out a little bit. Then I am going to dip into Space Baby and put that above, like Cupid's bow. I think I'm feeling an oldie but a goodie. Milani Amour Shine Liquid Lip Color in 01 Delight. Kind of on this pinky. Yeah. I love that. Okay, we need a little lower lash mascara. I'm going to go in with some Maybelline Lash Sensational. Alright, friends, and I think we are all done. So let's take a look at the Catrice, and then I will wrap up this conversation. So trying to keep clean, putting all my things back after I use them. Look at me, she's grown up. Let's do a foundation check. I think I prefer the side with the liquid glass. It still looks rough around my lip area though, so I'm thinking like extreme underneath hydration, like maybe Supernova Celestial Thickums lotion. I mean, it doesn't look bad. I just think it would look better with even more hydration, like between my eyes. Looks just a little rough. So yeah, I think my final thoughts are on this Catrice. If you are normal to dry skin, hydrate, 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 and then hydrate some more, and I think it'll work. It's such a nice finish that you hate for it to not work, because it is such a nice finish of a product. You know what I mean? It's a nice finish. It's a nice wear. It's comfortable, a nice matte. I don't know that I prefer it over the CoverGirl True Blend though. Maybe if I get coupons and I pick that up, maybe we'll do a comparison, because that's what keeps coming to mind when I'm using this, is that CoverGirl True Blend. So anyway, I better get dressed and get these babies for their haircuts. So yeah, basically the gist is, got a new job. Some things may be changing on my channel. I don't know what that's going to look like right now, but when I do, I will update on Instagram. So make sure you follow me on Instagram, and I also will try to add to my shorts to let you know, like, hey, I'm not going to have content this week, or whatever the case may be. Lots of probably vlogging coming up, and that's all that I have for right now. So thank you for watching this video. I hope you will like and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.